idealist and City Year AmeriCorps member serving in Boston.
In 1995, Joe Banner, former president of the Philadelphia Eagles. Phil Baer, co-founder of the Navigator Equity Partners, and others helped in bringing City Year to Philadelphia.
And 2 years later, in 1997, City Year Philadelphia celebrated its first opening day with 75 core members.
Since then, 3,500 AmeriCorps members have served over 6.5 million hours in more than 100 schools and community organizations and neighborhoods throughout Philadelphia.
And throughout these past 25 years, City Year Philadelphia's core focus has remained the same: creating the conditions for young people to fulfill their dreams and reach their potential. And I look forward to seeing what City Year and our students will continue to achieve over these next 25 years.
In 25 years, I hope to see my students pursuing things they care.
In 25 years, I see my students being leaders in their communities, wherever they may be. I know they will grow into confident young adults who will not sit idly by as the world changes and moves around them. They will be change makers, pushing boundaries that were once commonly accepted and creating their own space to exist in a hopeful future.
In 25 years, I see my students flourishing in life, knowing who they truly are, walking in their purpose, and inspiring the people around them to do the same.
In 25 years, I see my students as lifelong learners, people who are infinitely curious and passionate enough to pursue those curiosities. I imagine them to be hopeful, helpful, and happy, and I imagine them as strong and kind leaders.
To help in making these dreams a reality, our students need and deserve resources, as well as support, and we can't do this work alone.
We are grateful for everyone who has rallied for City Year in the past 25 years, and for this year's event sponsors.
Like our platinum sponsors, Athena Global Advisors, Baker Hostetler,
Banner Witkoff, Cozen O'Connor,
Davis Polk, Faygre Drinker,
The Michelson Foundation,
as well as our gold, silver, and bronze sponsors.
Thank you to our service partners and our elected officials.
We also want to recognize a few champions in the room this evening: the City Year Philadelphia Board, the Associate Board of Young Professionals, and our alumni community. Both their service and dedication are commendable and deeply appreciated.
This event would not have been possible without the hard work and dedication of our Red Jacket Gala committee. You are directly supporting the work City Year AmeriCorps members do in school each and every day. Please join me in thanking them.
Now, please welcome Joshua Chun, City Year Philadelphia AmeriCorps member serving at James J. Sullivan Elementary School.
Yeah, Josh!
Before I start, can we get a round of applause for the STEP team once again? Now that's how we do it in Northeast Philadelphia. That's how I tell you. Yeah. So welcome to the gala, y'all. I am beyond honored to have the privilege of serving in Northeast Philadelphia, a community that I've spent 23 years of living. I attended Gilbert Spruance Elementary, only 5 minutes away from where I currently serve. Now, I didn't have a City Year member growing up, but I remember how much it meant to me to have an adult who cared about my wins and my losses. Knowing this and knowing how important adult guidance and adult mentorship can be, I wanted to pay it forward and be that for someone else. Now, thankfully, I can't think of a better relationship that exemplifies this further than the one I have with Daniel, a a fourth grader with many aspirations. In those first 3 months of working with Daniel, I, right off the bat, knew he was a special kid. But I also knew him for his signature phrase. If I do this, what can I get? But like, as silly as that sounds, I started to think, what could he get? So I started giving him small pieces of candy. I'd let him visit the City Year office for lunch. I'd even give him a variety of small trinkets. And as silly as that sounds, having those interactions and conversations with Daniel allowed me to understand the person for he is and the person he aspires to be. Whenever I speak to Daniel, I can't help but see myself in him, a kid with many dreams. Daniel and I bonded over his dreams constantly. Whether it was his dream of becoming a digital artist, typical, or his other dream of becoming a professional Fortnite player. There was no limit to his imagination. Whenever I spoke to Daniel, I shared what it took for me, another kid from the Northeast, to get where I am today. I shared with him how important it was for him to take the steps necessary in order to reach his goals, whether they were short-term, like avoiding detention, or even long-term, like getting into the high school of his choice. Now, Daniel is still growing like all of us are, but having this relationship with him has allowed him to open up to me. And because of this, even when he's struggling, I can ensure that even at the end of the day, he can still say he had a great day. Now, working with Daniel has been one of the most important and influential moments of my life. Daniel went from C's to A's on the second marking period, making it the first time he's ever hit the honor roll. All while becoming a big brother to his little sister, Sophia. While he was supposed to be here with us tonight, he was not able to make it, but I think he deserves a round of applause for his excellent work this academic year. Now, Daniel's only one scholar I've had the privilege of working with this academic year. Observing our scholars, I'm often in awe of how creative and brilliant they are, leaving me to wonder what impact they'll leave on this community and beyond. At the ages of 9 and 10, they already understand many of the systemic issues that currently plague our communities. And their unwavering optimism can only be described as inspiring. In the next 25 years, they'll be the ones to build the sustainable future we all deserve. My name is Joshua Chun. I'm a City Year Philadelphia AmeriCorps member serving at James J. Sullivan Elementary. Thank you. Sixers in 5.
Please join me in welcoming Executive Director and Senior Vice President of City Year Philadelphia, Darryl Bundridge.
Good evening, City Year! You're looking pretty good for 25 years old. Apparently you don't agree. That's okay, we're gonna keep going. First of all, thank you to Josh, and thank you to all of our other phenomenal Corps member speakers. Can we have a great round of applause for them? I can't think of a more powerful way to kick off our 25th anniversary celebration tonight. I am honored, I am thrilled to be standing here with you as we celebrate this phenomenal milestone. Seeing everybody come in was like homecoming, having everybody back into this room, even our new folks who were just here for the first time tonight. Welcome back. We could not have done this without all of you who are here. You have been with us all of the way. You've supported us. You've walked in front of us to show us the way. You've walked beside us to support us. And sometimes you were even behind us to propel us forward. We have tonight here with us current AmeriCorps members as well as alumni. Alumni, are you in the house? And those folks had Corps members in their classroom. And today, nearly half of our staff served in the Corps. How about that for the staff? We have Corps members who are children of alumni, of headquarters staff, and of our board members. We have corporate partners like First Trust, who've been with us since the very beginning. We have school partners like the Harding Middle School and the STEP team that was just here with us. They've been with us for 6 years. Kensington High School and Southwark have been with us for 7 years. This all speaks to the power of us partnering and the power of collaboration. And I'm so grateful to all of you who have put your time and your talent towards spreading idealism. The idea that we can see something and we can make it better by working together to support our students with the relationships and the resources that they need and that they deserve to thrive in our schools and to thrive in their own lives. And so our Corps members serve. And while they serve, they develop themselves. They learn to work across lines of difference and to become our next generation of civically engaged leaders. To everyone who has had an impact on City Year Philadelphia, from our Corps to our staff to our school partners, from our corporate partners and our donors to volunteers, you are giants, and we stand on your shoulders. You are all part of the City Year living legacy, a legacy of 25 years. And now we're going to take a look back to see how our service has evolved over time. In our first service year, we partnered with a school called Mead School. Yes, Wynisha knows that school. Along with a few other nonprofits like the Philadelphia Book Bank and the Mural Arts. Shout out to the Mural Arts. Fast forward to today, while our service has evolved, our core focus has not. It remains the same. Young people, both our Corps and the students we support. 25 years, a lot of things has changed, so we can't rest on our laurels, even though we have a lot to be proud of. We are laser focused on working with our students and our partner schools to advance educational equity, especially for our students of color and for those growing up in systemically under-resourced communities. So now, with that in mind, I want to talk about our next 25 years. What are we going to be doing in these next 25 years? It's up to us. First of all, we're going to continue to make our partnerships transformational. We're going to continue to keep improving and impacting our student outcomes and our Corps member experience. And we're going to share those lessons with our partners, the schools, the district, other educational leaders to learn and grow in that space. We're going to invest more time and resources in attracting and retaining a diverse and talented Corps like the amazing one we have this year, and the staff, also amazing, who have dedicated themselves to this work. And we're still going to promote the talents of our Corps in our workforce as our alumni. And finally, we need to restore and increase our overall funding beyond our pre-pandemic levels to expand our efforts to bring more young adults to serve, to partner with more schools, and to impact the lives of more students across this city. So tonight, we have a goal. We're going to raise $25,000, speaking that into existence, to sustain the vital work of our AmeriCorps members across our city. So to reach this, I love the silence. That means everyone's hearing me. To reach this, anyone who makes a goal of $250 or more will have their gift matched one-to-one up to $10,000 by our wonderful board members and City Year champions, Bob and Debbie Fleischman. I'm not sure where you are, Bob and Debbie, but thank you. And to donate, we're making it incredibly easy for you to do. There are going to be some prompts on the screen. Look at that magic. Prompts on the screen. This is where you take out your cell phones. And don't pretend you didn't bring them. We know you did. You were just looking at them. You're going to open your text message, and in the phone number field, you'll enter the number 50155. Try to make it easy by putting all those fives in there. 50155. And then in the message box, type CY Philly as one word. We don't care whether it's capital or small, just as long as it says CY Philly, and the amount you would like to donate. And then after you hit send, you'll get a text message in response with a link to make your pledge payment by entering your credit card information on the screen, or on the screen of your phone. You could share your information on the screen up there, but that might be problematic. You can also use this QR code that's on your table. Or you can give the traditional way by filling out a pledge form that's also on your table or located around the room. So there's plenty of ways to donate. Through this, you can be part of our living legacy by donating to make sure that we can continue the work towards educational equity so all students have access to a quality education. And now, I will stop talking to give you a moment to make your donation so you can focus on getting those numbers and that message right. My staff is generous. I was going to let the silence sit there. In education space, it's called teacher wait time. Our teachers know about that, right? Mm-hmm. The word love is really gift, folks, just so you know. Your gift is lifting us higher. All right. Thank you to everyone. For those of you who haven't donated yet, or those of you who are inspired to make another gift, perhaps with more beverages that will come, you still have time throughout tonight's program. However, we're going to transition to recognizing our honorees who have made our work possible and have made an impact on our communities. And we are proud to begin with our first Young Idealist of the Year. And we're going to award that. To welcome this Young Idealist, I want to welcome a special guest to help me in presenting the award. A warm welcome, please, for NBC 10's Philly Live host, Anya Lachelle.
Those are some steep steps there, but we did it. We made it. Good evening, everyone. How you doing? All right. So we all know why we're here tonight, right? We're here to celebrate these leaders, these champions. So I'm going to need your energy to match the celebration. So I'm going to ask you again, how you doing tonight? There we go. Daryl, thank you so much. for that warm introduction. Having been born and raised in Philadelphia, I know our nonprofits like City Year are the true champions of this city. And I am so thrilled to be here tonight. This is my first time at this gala. Won't be my last, though. And I'm so excited to be here tonight. So thank you so much for having me. We are here again to spotlight a student who has shown extraordinary leadership by making a positive impact with her fellow students, her school, and her community. City Year had 5 nominees for this year from our partner schools, Harrington Elementary, Kensington High School, and Alney Elementary. 5 nominees. And this year's Young Idealist of the Year is, can we get a drum roll? Can we have some fun tonight? Cianise Matos from Alney Elementary. All right, now I need all of you to turn your attention from your phone screen to the big screen up here for her story on how she's making a difference in her school community.
Cece is really a bright, shining star here at Alney. She lights up the room. She is a hard worker, very conscientious, just, an overall great student.
So I've known Cece since the 4th grade. She has had a City Year in her classroom every year that she has been at Alney. And so we've really been able to see Cece grow up and kind of develop as a person, which has been so wonderful to be a part of.
We have PBIS initiatives in our building, and for the middle school we decided that we would open a school store. It would be special for the 7th and 8th grade, have items that they would want, specifically food and treats, and that we would open this store every couple of weeks and tie it to behavior. So it was a way to incentivize our students to just be in school and be engaged and work their best. Sandy's had some ideas about how to make it better. She set the school store up, and from the first month of school she's arrived early in the mornings and reminded us it was PBIS day and sort of taken over. It's really to the point where we are not needed, and she has started to train some new students so that they'll be able to take over next year when she leaves us.
The initiatives at the school store, I would say, are going pretty good. They have been running a bit more smoothly than it was at the beginning of the year. It was a bit more chaotic at the beginning of the year than it is now. I've learned that working a business is not as easy as most people think it is, and especially with younger kids, and then trying to have them listen to you. Even if you're the same age as them, it'll get harder and harder.
So Cece's reaction to being honored by City Year was that she was pretty excited. I think that she wasn't expecting to get the award. I think she's actually a relatively humble person, and I mentioned that she wasn't as outspoken before. So I think to be honored with something that, in front of like the whole city of Philadelphia, was something that was really gratifying to her. And especially as somebody who I think just kind of does a lot for the community but maybe isn't as recognized for it, I think it was really important. So I'm really happy to see her be awarded with this.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, when I was in elementary school, my after-school activities included going to Wendy's. I mean, like the fact that she's so motivated and driven and passionate at such a young age. This is what this organization is all about. And so I know it's been so wonderful for the City Year team to watch Cianise thrive as a leader. And tonight, along with her core members, we are proud to present her with the Young Idealist of the Year award. This award is a symbol of hope and it's City Year's highest student honor, everyone. So please join me in welcoming and celebrating Cianise Matos, our 2023 Young Idealist of the Year, to the stage.
Everybody's applauding for you. We're applauding for you.
Thank you, everyone, so much. I just want to say a couple things before we get on with this evening. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank everyone who had nominated me for this award. It is an honor to be titled the Young Idealist of the Year. It shows that none of my hard work went to waste, nor did it go unnoticed in these years. I appreciate everyone who has been in my corner in these past years, no matter what has happened, and they have pushed me to be the best person I can be. And I want to say a special thank you to my City Year coach, Ms. Amina, and my teacher, Ms. Harris. They both have helped me along as I have grown in these years, and I cannot wait to show you and everybody else in this world what I can be in the future that comes. Thank you, everyone. Again, I appreciate everything you have done. Bye.
We need to get your award. Can you take your award? Okay. And bring the flowers. Team, you want to move up? Everybody come forward. We're going to do a little photo op at this time for our team here and our awardee. So, are we ready with our photo? I can take our photo. Okay. So we're moving along. Oh, our photos are happening. Yes, terrific. I'm going to step back. Oh, let's to the center. All right, a roaring round of applause. Come on now for Cianise. How many of us were that amazing in elementary school, huh? I'm not going to mandate you answer that, but you know. All right. Now, it is my beyond the moon pleasure and honor to introduce our 2023 Idealist of the Year honorees. We are going to turn to the screen to hear their stories.
Receiving this award from City Year is a lifetime achievement. I am honored that the young people, the alums, the board members, the staff feel that I have done something in my lifelong journey that's worth honoring. I'm humbled by the opportunity to speak and say thank you to all of them, but so honored that I'm recognized for the work that I've done.
City Year has definitely changed Juanisha's life. And as I was saying before, Juanisha came to City Year thinking that she was going to make a difference in the legal field. And she talked about that a lot, but the more and more she began to wear that red jacket, the more she got to see the impact of City Year Corps members in schools and communities, she knew this is something she had to commit to.
I am passionate about the work that City Year is doing because it is totally connected to my why and my purpose of serving the educational community here in Philadelphia. I know firsthand that education was what broke the cycle of poverty for me and my family. The work that City Year does goes above and beyond supporting children.
When Evelyn talks about City Year, you can see the glow on her face, how proud she is to have this program, how thankful she is for this program and the relationships that it helps to build in schools.
So Arlen speaks about City Year with a little bit of awe. He's very proud to be associated with this organization. He loves the people, he loves the work, he believes in the mission. And if you give him 5 minutes, he will convince you about how important the mission is as well.
Well, obviously it's a great honor to receive an award from a great organization like City Year. But being called an idealist, I think it's difficult to be an idealist in a world that's filled with skepticism. But I'm glad that City Year Philadelphia has chosen to call their honorees idealists, because frankly, I would say that in my life I've spent at least as much time being more of a skeptic than an idealist. But always, even through that skepticism, I never lost my sense of hope for change. So labels matter. Most often labels can be hurtful and perpetuate stereotypes, but I think this particular label will help me grow. I think being labeled as an idealist will cause me to evolve from being more wary and worried to being more optimistic about being able to make a difference.
I've always said that Arlen is in rarefied air. Humble and kind, he is a man of the highest integrity and the epitome of an excellent leader.
I would just say thank you to all three of them. Thank you for all you've done, all you continue to do, and most importantly, the selflessness and the humility with which you lead and inspire others to support City Year. This is just incredibly special for me because I have such close bonds with all three of our honorees tonight. And so I can't be more happy for them. I'm going to begin, though, talking about my good friend, Wynisha Foxworth, who is the reason that I'm standing here on this stage. So take it up with her. Wynisha is passionate about youth education, about youth empowerment, and about social change. She served in the founding City Year class of Philadelphia as an AmeriCorps member from 1997 to 1999. And then after her service, she joined the City Year staff as a program manager, and a program director, and a deputy director, and a co-executive director of City Year Louisiana, and eventually then co-executive director of City Year Philadelphia. Exactly. Wynisha is currently a project manager for the School District of Philadelphia, where she continues to give back. Wynisha, thank you for being part of the change. Thank you for taking risks to do something new when City Year first came to our city. Thank you for always living your values of advocacy for educational equity. And now you know what happens next. You know how special the red jacket is. It's a symbol of hope, spirit. You could say this with me because you've said it enough times on the stage here yourself, and idealism. And all of us who know you have probably more City Year jackets than you can count, but it's called the City Year Red Jacket Idealist Award for a reason, so it wouldn't be complete without gifting you with another one. However, as you're seeing, we bling this one out a little bit. We do listen and follow directions. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, everyone gathered, we are pleased to have our City Year Philadelphia site co-founding leaders, Jim Balfance and Steven Spalos. And who says City Year Philadelphia doesn't grow great talent? Now, our CEO, Jim, and our Chief Equity Officer, in Stephen, they are going to gift Wynisha with her own bedazzled, very special, highly honored City Year red jacket as Idealist of the Year.
I got an original. Good evening, everyone. Oh.
Good evening. Good evening, Wynisha.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Wynisha.
Thank you. Well, this stage is a little bit bigger than I remembered it. Tonight is a celebration. I applaud all of the honorees tonight. I could stand here and use my time to thank the countless people who have encouraged me, challenged me, and even disagreed with me. But those who know me know I say those thank yous in the moment. But if I didn't, there's no way I could have done it without you. So thank you. I want to take this moment to do something a little different. When City Year approached me about this award, I remember as they were asking, saying, Wynisha, say no, stand firm. And I did. But as most of you know, Darryl is not such a pushover. I knew that the day I hired him. So here I am. Since that day, though, I've reflected on my life's work in education. For me, it's always been life or death work. I thought back 25 years ago. I was a recent first-generation college grad, excited about my future, and tired from my educational journey. I took a leap and decided to give back to my city. In that first year, I saw Philadelphia in a very different light. The educational injustice I saw on a day-to-day basis. I was challenged to think about the diversity of my community and City Year. And they even put me, a 22-year-old, me in charge of running a free camp for young people during spring break. Then my thoughts went a little deeper. My first student as a Corps member, Christopher. He was 6 years old. He couldn't recognize letters, colors, or even spell his name. And then I thought about my most recent student, Ajane, who in her senior year of high school was removed from her home and placed in foster care. Then my thoughts fell to the one of the too many who were lost, Malik, a high school student who was killed last week. Our society, our humanity is based on our ability to prepare and support our next generation. Those who are on the brink of greatness who wear the red jacket, and those who are on their journey to attain their most basic right, a good education. We, all of us, have the ability and frankly the obligation to support them on this journey. When you leave here, yes, feel good about the stories and the accomplishments, but know it's life or death. Whose life will you change tomorrow? What uncomfortable position will you put yourself in to make that change? What will you give up
to do that. I wouldn't be standing here, proud mom, proud alum, proud leader in the school district, without someone realizing that they could change my life. 25 years later, there's still a great need for Corps members in classrooms. This life or death work is on all of us. What will the next 25 years look like? How will you have helped to change it? I want to thank you all for this award. Hi, Thomas. Mommy loves you. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta do this. My music, cue my music.
They're having a little back down memory lane conversation right now. We're going to keep the program moving. All right. And now I'd like to bring up our Managing Director of Impact, Dawn McCrae, to recognize our next Idealist of the Year.
Yes, thank you. So thank you, Daryl, and congratulations, Juanisha. You know, Juanisha was my boss as well. It gives me great pleasure this evening to present our next Idealist of the Year award to Dr. Evelyn Nunez. I'm especially honored because I have had the pleasure of working with Dr. Nunez as a colleague, and that has grown into a friendship, and I could not thank her enough for all that she has done for not just City Year, but also for me. So thank you. So Dr. Nunez is a proud product of the School District of Philadelphia, and she's a first-generation college graduate. Her career spanned 29 years, beginning as a bilingual elementary teacher. She serves as the Associate Superintendent of Elementary Schools for the School District of Philadelphia. Dr. Nunez is a true servant leader. She's focused on making an impact on the lives of children in the same community that raised her, and also ensuring that all students receive a high-quality education. Dr. Nunez also serves on the City Year Philadelphia Site Board. So Evelyn, we thank you for your commitment to advancing educational equity for the students of Philadelphia. We thank you for pouring into so many throughout the years, and we are pleased to gift you with City Year's highest honor, your very own embroidered Idealist of the Year City Year red jacket.
I was hoping to get that nice music. I've been waiting for this jacket for many years. So I'm going to wiggle on it without the music, if you don't mind. Wow, I can't believe after so many years of working alongside with City Year that I stand here before you all today. For many years, I was either sitting in one of the events in one of the tables, as you are now, or standing way in the back, admiring the work that so many previous idealists or other leaders have done here across Philadelphia, but specifically along the work that has been done in City Year. So I'm definitely honored. Thinking about this evening, however, I've been pausing to think about what I should say about what this award means to me.
and each time it leads me to the same thought. The students that we serve here in Philadelphia need to be surrounded by adults that believe that they can achieve no matter what circumstances they face. Again, I'm going to repeat that. The students that we serve here in Philadelphia need to be surrounded by adults that believe that they can achieve no matter what circumstances they face. City Year believes that all students can succeed, that developing the skills and mindsets of children and young adults contributes to strong, vibrant communities. These are outcomes that not only benefit our students' future, but it also benefits all of us as residents and members of our community. As was shared this evening, I am currently in the 29th year working in service of the children and communities in the Philadelphia schools. Through this journey, I have learned that in order to effectively develop the skills and mindsets of our children and our young adults, we can't do this work alone. Our students and young adults need an entire united village to work together in preparing them for creating pathways that lead them to success. The City Year Corps members are part of that village in our schools. I have witnessed firsthand the Corps members arriving early in schools in high spirits at 7 o'clock in the morning, prepared to welcome students with their rhymes and chants early in the morning and remain until sundown beyond after the school day ends, engaging students in after-school activities. I've walked into many, many classrooms unexpectedly where the Corps members are working with small groups of students in literacy and math. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I participated in a school visit to Hartranft Elementary School. I hear you, Hartranft. I guess you're here. The City Year Corps member team met with us and spoke about the student benchmark data results and the plans they had in place to support students in making progress. I was amazed as they talked about what the data told them and what plans they had in place to ensure continuous improvement for the students that they supported. It was great to witness that sense of pride that they possessed as they described the number of students that had increased in proficiency levels. I have also witnessed and had the privilege of engaging in conversations with many high school students across our city who have been in schools, who are in schools where City Year partnerships currently exist. When I asked our high school students, what's the greatest benefit of working with City Year Corps members, I heard over and over again how they valued the time they had with someone that was close to their age to help them learn skills that they yet have acquired. Many other students talked about valuing the mentorships, the relationships they have formed, and in fact, students shared that they viewed the Corps members as big brothers and sisters who wanted nothing but the best of them. Many of these students are our most marginalized students that are living under very pressing situations. The fact that we can partner with City Year, that City Year Corps members can come into schools for 12, 13, 14 hours a day to support our students, to go beyond teaching them the basic skills is beyond me. They do this with so much joy each and every day. So today I received this award on behalf of every single City Corps member that serves our students throughout our city. Can we give them all a round of applause, please? We all know that the work we do in education is not an easy one. However, a very rewarding one as we're helping to shape the future of our communities. I am truly humbled to be standing here today, and I cannot say that I've come this far by myself. I want to thank each and every Corps member once again that served in schools. I would also like to thank my fellow City Year City Year board members. Can you please stand up? My fellow City Year board members who each month we come together and are engaged in this work. Thank you. I specifically want to thank the Executive Director, Darryl Bunbridge, and Dawn McRae for the collaboration that we've sustained over the years. And I cannot leave this evening without recognizing my School District of Philadelphia family. Our Superintendent, Dr. Wallington, our Deputy Superintendent, Siobhan Savage, our Associate Superintendent, Tomas Hanna, our wonderful Assistant Superintendent team, and the many, many other countless School District of Philadelphia staff members that represent the work that we do each and every day alongside City Year. We serve over 190,000 students each and every day. So I thank you for being a part of that village in serving our students. And I cannot leave this stage with at least mentioning and thanking the village at home. The folks who I come home to very late at night, very tired, but they never fail to greet me with a smile. So to my daughter, Natalia, and my partner, Howard, te amo. Gracias.
All right. Congratulations and thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Dawn. Last, but certainly not least, our final idealist of the year for this evening. Please join me in welcoming my friend, Arlen Green, to the stage. I'm also going to ask Carrie Strike-Staller to join us on the stage as well. If you want to stay there, and then, okay. All right. So I want to keep listening to this song, but we got to go on. Arlen currently serves as chair of our City Year Philadelphia Site Board, and he and his family have been enthusiastic supporters of City Year Philadelphia since our founding in 1997. Arlen has never shied away from connecting City Year to his network, and he has fearlessly led us through the pandemic while growing, diversifying, and educating our board to more fully embrace our mission of supporting service. So Arlen, like Wynisha, I know that you might have a red jacket or two, but to officially welcome you into the club of idealists, we have your own special 25th anniversary red jacket. And as soon as our leader is geared up, he will give us a few remarks.
May I just start by saying that after 4 years as board chair and a number of years before that on the board, this is the first time that Darryl has let me speak to a big City Year crowd. And I think by the time I'm done, you'll know why. So at the risk of turning this into an acceptance speech at the Oscars, there are a number of people I'd like to thank this evening. The members of the Gala committee all devoted a lot of time and effort to the planning and fundraising for this event,
So for all you do and have done, I thank you. I'd love those members of the committee who are here and who know that they're members of the committee to stand up. Get a round of applause, please. I want to thank also the staff who's given their all to make this evening so special. Staff, if you're not standing on the sidelines, could you stand up? I'll mention and thank my fellow idealists of the year, Winisha Foxworth, Dr. Evelyn Nunez, and our young idealist, Eunice Matos. It is indeed, that's worth her. It is indeed an honor to share the stage this evening with such wonderful champions who represent so much of what is right in this often wrong world. And then there's Darryl. I must single him out as one of the most important parts of my time as chair. It's been a brutal few years for City Year. Since I became chair, I'm pretty sure that's a coincidence. But I have watched Darryl handle the leadership of this organization with compassion, professionalism, and effectiveness, all the great qualities a leader should possess. And on top of all that, I'm very proud to be able to call him my good friend. That has really made this experience extra special. Thank you, Darryl. Of course, I want to thank the phenomenal Corps members, whom I so admire for what they do every day to work toward educational equity. They make such a significant impact on every child with whom they interact. And I think you heard a lot about that this evening. Of course, I want to thank my beautiful wife and family, many of whom are here tonight for their support of City Year and me over the years. Table 1999, would you stand up? Come on, there we go. Come on, let everybody see. As those of you who know us understand, this venue is not big enough to house all of our kids, but we're happy to be able to have as many as we could tonight. Last but not least, of course, we thank all of you for your support. The Green family's commitment to City Year began when my brother was engaged by his good friend, Joe Banner, to help bring City Year to Philadelphia 25 years ago. And our involvement has only grown over that period of time, culminating in my taking the role of chair for the last 4 years, with my term ending next month. At first, I was truly humbled to have been asked to be an honoree for this evening's event. But then I started to wonder if they were really celebrating my years of service or just glad that I'm leaving. I hope it's the former, but when I asked the staff what I should talk about here tonight, they suggested that I let everyone know exactly why I have been so involved with City Year. Well, I have a confession to make here tonight in front of all of you here in this politically and morally challenged time. Kids, I am sorry that you have to hear it this way, but better you should hear it from me than, in the streets. Why have I been so involved with City Year? I did it for the money. That's right, I said it. I did it to help raise as much money as possible for this phenomenal cause. On a more serious note, it is impossible to overstate the level of responsibility we all bear to instill the value of service to others, in our children, our neighbors' children, our fellow congregants' children. To change this world, it will require all generations, now and going forward, to continue to cultivate service-mindedness in our youth. 50 years ago, my personal mission statement was to affect as many people in a positive way as possible. It was then, it has been for the last 50 years, it is tonight, and it will be throughout the rest of my life. I thank you again for being here tonight in this very fun venue, and I'm going to end now before the hook comes out and they play me off with the music. Please continue to enjoy the evening. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir, we're going to do your photo.
Okay.
We're going to take this. Oh, all right. Could we have a real heartfelt Philadelphia thank you to Arlen? Come on. That's Philly. And one more round of applause for all of our honorees tonight. So as you've heard, our Idealists of the Year reflect all aspects of our work and all the partners who have made our work possible over the past 25 years. Who will continue to make our work possible for the next 25? You. Because City Year Philadelphia is a village of AmeriCorps members, of staff, of school partners, of donors, of elected officials, and of new champions, which is stronger because we come together to lift up our students, our schools, and our communities when we serve. I remain forever grateful for the opportunity to serve along such amazing people. And thank you for your continued support of us. This is what I remind you, if you haven't donated, there's still time to do so. And if you have and you're feeling really inspired, you can do it again. But because of your generosity, to date, so far, we have raised a total of $586,000 for the students that City Year serves. That is nothing to shrink about. And we can't continue to partner and support our communities without our next group of phenomenal leaders to serve in the red jacket. And so I'm declaring an all hands on deck, even to you talking in the back, to join us in recruiting the next group of leaders to do this work. So if you know any young person, ages 18 to 25, as much as we love you, not just young at heart, you need to fit in that age group, who might be interested in serving as a City Year AmeriCorps member, just the slightest of interest possibly. We're accepting applications and we want to talk to them. So here's 3 ways that you can help us. 1, go back to work tomorrow and tell your colleagues at work, other businesses and organizations you work with, about us and about our search for great Corps members. 2, share this information with your family and friends, even if you don't talk to them about this. And 3, amplify our recruitment messaging on your social media. Some of us might struggle to do that, but we can learn. This is a worthwhile cause. So with that, I encourage you to enjoy the rest of the evening, to look around the room, especially at our tables that feature the phenomenal handmade flowers of our Hartranft Elementary students. And special thanks to their art teacher, Ms. Mary Berg, and our impact manager there, Monique Edwards, for working with the students. Our silent auction is still going on. Let's make some noise over there. There are a lot of great items to bid on, and all proceeds will go to City Year. The auction's going to close at 9, so look at your watches and move quickly if we need to. And as soon as I close, I'm going to ask all alumni to come to the front of the stage by the CYP 25 photo for a staff photo or group photo. And I want to just thank you all for being with us this evening to celebrate 25 years of our Idealists in our city of Philadelphia, our AmeriCorps members, our students, and more to come. Thank you. Once again, alumni, report to the stage, please. Alumni to the stage.